this on now? Right, okay, this is working. Okay, I am back to try and do this. This is annoying, actually. So last time, I pretty much wrote all of the code. This is actually what I was doing, and it did... after the stream, after I was live streaming, I made some small changes. I had to use some reference, and I got it working. So it was kind of painfully close. The thing that I actually missed out on... Oh, that's my own voice. The thing that basically I didn't do was set the color right mask on the blending blend attachment or whatever it was. So this is all the code I wrote there. How much code was it? 500 lines of C. There was probably a few other things that I think that I'm just going to look at now. What was it like? Here we go. Subpass dependencies as well. The source mask is color attachment output, and the stage mask is color attachment output. I wasn't sure what these should be. Dest access is color attachment right bit. So I wasn't sure about this. But yes, basically, this is now I'm gonna have to delete this all this code and try and write it again from memory. This time, I haven't got the docs open. I might be able to do it without any documentation. And just do it from memory, because I've done it now 4 times. So, this is what's allowed to start with. Okay, oh yeah, my shaders, I should delete them. Get rid of these. Vulkan triangle, where is it? Should be in here, there it is. Okay, so I created fragment shaders and that, let's delete all of those. Right, I think I'm back to fresh. So, this worked out well for me last time, having the header of Vulkan inside. Oh, I need to get the speed, what's that thing called? Speed counter timer. I can't even remember what it's called now. Oh no, I can't remember what the timer is called. I'm gonna have to search for it. Speedrun timer. Okay, that's the thumbnails. My YouTube channel. Live split. That's the one, I think. Here it is. Okay, come on. Right, so it is 1 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. I don't want this to take too long because I want to watch the football and I want to relax. But this is time to start. Okay, so the first thing I need Windows.h, and I need a windproc. Terrible typing as ever. Message, what is, oh no. See. W param L param W param L param, and this just forwards it def window proc H message WL. Okay, we have a window proc. We need a wind class. H instance is get module handle of null. What else do we need? Class name. Class name. I can't remember if it needs anything else. Oh yeah, WinProc. Okay, and then we need to do create window. So then most of these can be, I think that's 0 potentially. Kname. Fuck off. What the fuck, man? Windows. Is that because I've got Windows? I'm still on Windows 10. I think it's just like maliciously trying to get me to update or buy a new computer. Like, do one, mate. WS overlapped window. Microsoft can suck their mum. Big time. Oh no, this is CWU's default, I think. And then I do it with a hard-coded size. That's not actually the size of the surface though, which I need to figure out. H1 parent is null, H menu null, H instance is WC instance. 0, that one should be 0, 2. We'll call that H-wind. Okay, H-wind. And then, so we got message. Oh my god, my typing seems to be getting worse. While get message. Translate message and then dispatch message. Right, just a quick check that this all works. That needs to be L. Okay. H-wind is null. Oh, not good. Not a good start. I mean, H instance is fine. So, this is annoying. Create window EX. EX style 0, class name, window name, kname. If they weren't the same, then that could be. Oh, mate, I don't know if I can be bothered doing this. I might give up. Menu, all of these can be null. H instance is the second to last param. And that should be valid. Mate, this is so annoying. I can't even make a window. This is still problematic. Ah, I know what it is. Register class. Register. I did this last time. fuck off, mate. My typing is so bad. I don't know why I've decided to do this. And if you're watching, if anyone is watching, then you will just hear me complaining about how bad my typing is for the whole duration of this thing. Message. H-wind is valid. Come on, and let's hit the wind proc. No. So we need to do, is it show window? Yep. Show default. And then let's see if we just hit this. Right, we've hit that. Come on. Yes, right, a window. That's probably my quickest window. I forgot to call register class. Right, okay, so now, after we've done this, we start doing Vulkan. So the first thing we need to do is enumerate instance VK. Oh, I need to include Vulkan. Vulkan, Vulkan.h, and Vulkan win32.h. And this time, I'm not using any documentation. I'm just going to go straight. Last time I also defined U32 like this. And I32, let's have that, just because it's quicker. VK version, okay, and then we can do VK create physical device, is it? Enumerate physical devices. So I need a VK instance. Create instance create info. Instance info null and VK instance out. VK instance. VK instance create info. Come on. Instance info. Okay. Okay, now we need, so we do need all like the layers and stuff. Extensions and layers, I need to enumerate them as well. VK instance, okay. Enumerate instance layer properties and property count. No, layer props. Layer prop count. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know why I'm overthinking naming of stuff. VK layer properties, and that one we get null, right? And then we have to allocate it. VK layer properties. Props. Layer props. I should call it layer prop count. Okay, and then we call it again with layer props. And then basically the same thing, but for instance extensions. Instance extension properties. Yep. ext props, ext count, null, this one, ext props, right. So now I need to just print out the names of all of the layers, so I know which ones they are, and then I can enable the ones I need in just a kind of hard-coded list. So we've got prop count, we've got ext count. That should actually be layer count, layer properties. I'm just going to change it just because it might conflict with something else later, potentially. Layer count, ext count, and we're just going to print f the layer names. So layer props, I layer name, and we need to include stdio for printf. Okay, layer name and ext props. No, fuck off. So too much swearing now. I don't know if I'll get banned or get anything bad against me for that. Extension name. Okay, layer name, extension name. Okay, and so now this old stuff, vk structure type, so application info, do I need that? I don't know if I even need that one. I only need the layers and the extensions that I want to support, which are just an array of enable layers and enabled exts. So I need to know which ones I want to enable. Oh, it doesn't matter. I can still fill out the structure. Basically the same thing, but with enabled layers, and then enabled pp enabled extension names is that, and then the same for pp enabled enable layer names. Right. Create instance info. Okay. just stick the VK result. One VK res for everything. Okay, but at this point I just need to print out the names. Oh no, I didn't put a new line. How am I doing? 22 minutes. Oh no, 16 minutes in. Okay, layer wise, we just need validation. And so we need surface, Win32 surface. I think that might be it. I mean, if I could memorize these, then that would save a bunch of time. Is that Win32 surface? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. VK KHR Win32 surface. There we go. Okay, so that should be success, and we have a successful instance. Cool. Right, so now I need a enumerate physical devices. VK instance, physical device count, and physical device. So I'm going to bank on that being 1. Phys dev count is 1. And VK physical device. VK phys. VK phys. Why is this not compiling or syntax highlighting? Physical device count. I mean, that should work. Yeah, succeeding. Why? Like, this is annoying. Visual Studio is screwing me over. So now we need to create the logical device. VK create device. I mean, come on, mate. Like, why is it not syntax highlighting correctly on there? You know, it's not difficult. Physical device, VK phys, create info, allocator, and device. Dev info, null, and VK dev. Like this really annoying me. That why that's not syntax highlighting. VK device create info, dev info. Okay. That's device create info. And we need to do the same with enabled extensions. I don't think I need layers. I just need extensions. I need some extensions. No. But I need to do one of these whole hokey cokey things to get enumerate device extension properties. Is it? Yes. God, this is annoying me so much. Why the syntax highlighting is not properly working. dev.ext count. Physical device, then layer name. So I need a vk phys. malloc dev.ext props. I think it's the same. vk extension properties, dev.ext props, dev.ext count. Slightly move that over. Is that fizz? vk fizz. Basically the same, almost the same code. So I'm copy and pasting because that's allowed. I'll put the, if anyone is watching this, there is a GitHub gist with the rules for this particular speed run. Okay, dev.ext props and dev.ext count. And then we basically do the same as this. And it is, I think it might be these similar extensions as the device, as the physical device. Maybe swap chain actually, I think is one of them. Enabled dev.ext, and enabled pp enabled extension names is this. Okay, these are going to be wrong potentially. I just need a break in here so I know. Right, let's find out what, oh no. I could have just done that, print instead of printing actually. Right, there's many more dev.exts, so it's something like swap chain, yeah. I don't know if that might be the only one that I do actually need. I think it's not worth worrying about it for now. I think that's the bare minimum, and then if I need any more I can just add them if I encounter it, and hopefully the validation should tell me if I am forgetting anything. VK device, create device has succeeded. Right, okay, 24 minutes in. I think probably this is my fastest so far. Right, what do I need now? Now I have a device, I can create stuff. Swap chain and surface and all of that, I think, is going to be the biggest thing to think about. VK create Win32 surface KHR. So let's do that. VK instance, swap chain create info. Oh no, surf info. VK surf. Man, I can't type. What does it give you? VK surface KHR. VK surface. And this surface create info. Surf info. type is Win32 surface create info KHR. Okay, H instance is my WCH instance. Flags H wind, and H wind is my H wind. Cool. Surf info. I think these ones you might have to query them. I don't know, like, I think I'm just assuming they're going to succeed, but I think last time I had to... no, last time I forgot to pass H wind, so then I couldn't create... I think maybe the window needs to be able to be refreshed, but I think I'm just going to go create swap chain. Maybe not, maybe that's in here. Swap chain create info. Okay, that's quite complicated, but we're going to have to do that. So swap info. Create swap chain. VK create swap chain KHR. Okay. Swap info, allocator, and swap chain out. VK swap, I'm going to call it. VK swap. Is it VK swap chain KHR? Yes. Okay, swap info, S type. Swap chain, all one word. KHR. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, so now in here, there we go. So, surface. Min image count is 2. I already know all of these things. Image format equals VK format R8 sRGB. Image color space sRGB non-linear. Image extent. So actually the image extent it's a slightly weird size. I can't remember what it is because of the Win32 like title bar. So it's like what is it? VK extent. Where is it? Extent 2D. Oh no, I don't need to do that. Height is something like 1044 and width is 1080p. Maybe it's 4.2. I don't know exactly what it is, but the validation layer should tell me. Image array layers is 1. Oh god. Image usage. color attachment bit, I think. Image sharing mode. Sharing mode exclusive shape up. DEE. Shout out to DEE. And the exclusive shape up. Image sharing mode. Q family index. Q family indices and Q family index count. Present Q. Present Q equals 0. I know it's just going to be that, so I'm just going to hard code it. I need to create the queue though, so that's a good thing to do first. Maybe I'll do that. Well, I'll do it after I create the swap chain, I suppose. Pre-transform. Composite alpha is false. Well, no, it needs to be opaque. That's the thing. Sometimes you think you can get away with not filling out a thing and making it be initialized to 0. But that burned me last time, where there was some stuff I did need to fill out, even though it was kind of like the default was not 0, it was the default was 1 or something. Present mode clipped, that is 0. Old swap chain can be null handle, so they can go. I think this should be, hopefully, have a swap chain that I can use. No. Got some errors. So QInfo count. We need QInfo. Device. Failed to create the device, actually. I need to create queues with the device. And then surface is not supported. Okay, that's fine. So VK create device. PQ create infos. Q create info count. So I'm going to have 1 device Q create info. Q is an annoying word to type. Q info. So Q priorities, Q count. Why did it do that? Q count is going to be 1. And Q family index is going to be 0. And Q priorities is a pointer to a float, which is just, I find, annoying. Q pry. And this needs an S type. Ingo. VK structure type device Q create info. Q info. So I knew I had to do that after looking at the swap chain. Right, well, let's see if that works. Right, that device hasn't complained anymore. VK surface is fine. Okay, so now we've got a couple of issues. Surface issues, image extent, which is 1904 by 1041. .1904 and then 1041. I knew it was something like that. It loses some width as well. I haven't got time to dwell on this, but let's see what it's saying now. I think there's still going to be one validation issue. Huh. Man, what the hell? It's not... It was hanging somehow. I mean, what is it getting? It was hanging somewhere. DevExt counts. VK devices success. So it was hanging or creating VK surface before. No. So the swap chain maybe was hanging? No. Like, that was weird. So for some reason, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's because I was debugging and I still had another one open or terminated it in a weird place. So surface is not known to be supported. Ah, see, yeah, this is the thing. It's like you must call this function. And until you actually call it, it doesn't work. So you can't just assume that this is going to succeed. Which is annoying. Q family index is 0. Surface is VK surf. And supported comes out. VK bool 32, VK surf sup. Surfs up. Yes, I did that one last time. Okay, let's see. Does that return a bool? No. Ah, stupid, really. Because, like, this is going to return true. Or maybe it won't, actually. Now I've got all of these. Yeah, surfs up is 1 now. And then will my swap chain succeed. So now the swap chain succeeded. I find this is, you know, you have to call VK get physical device surface support. And it says yes, and then it works. But if I don't call that, it doesn't work. So, I don't know. I can't take a shortcut with that. I suppose that's good to know. So we have a swap chain. And we have a surface. And we have a queue. So now, what do we need? We need some... we need a... oh, God. What do I need? I need a command buffer. I need... well, I don't need a command buffer. Yeah, I need a pipeline. And I need a render pass to draw the triangle. Then I need a command buffer to put the commands in. And then I need to do all the swapping. But that's basically it. So let's see if we can do... what is it called? Create... render pass, maybe. Is that the first thing we do? We create a render pass and then we create a pipeline. VKRP. And so this is where it starts to get a bit more take a while to fill this all out. Okay. Attachment count. Well, let's get S-type first. S-type. Render pass create info. And here. No, I want render pass create info once. One, you nonce. So annoying. Right. All of these can be null. Attachment count is 1. And we've got attachments. Subpass count is 1. We have subpasses. Dependency count is 1, I think. And we need that. So subpass count. Dependency count. Okay. And then we need to make all of one of these an attachment description. Subpass description. And subpass dependency. Subpass dep. Okay, so I need all of them. No, like absolutely. Oh, that's why I spelled it incorrectly. Subpass desk. P. Dependencies. Subpass dep. Right, I did have a bit of trouble with these ones before. Attachment description. No. Damn. Right, attach desk. No. So it doesn't have an S type. Then attach desk 2 does, but I'm not going to bother with that. Flags 0. Format. RASRGB. Samples is 1. Load up. Attachment load up is clear. Store up is store. Stencil load up, stencil store up, ignore it. Initial layout. VK image layout. think it comes in as unknown. Is it undefined? Oh, so I don't even need to bother doing final layout. Present source. So we transition to present source and we start as undefined. And then we need, I did put a transition barrier. I'm not sure if you actually need one. There might be a faster way to do that. Okay, so then that we've done that one. Subpass. Okay, here we go. Flags 0. Pipeline bind point. I don't even know what is this. Ah, graphics. Of course. Input attachment count is 1. Input attachments, color attachments, resolve attachments. I don't know if I've got an attachment reference. I don't know if I have an input attachment. I just have a color attachment. That attachment reference. What's that one? Image layout. Image layout. It's color attachment. Optimal. Something like that. I'm not entirely sure if this is correct, but color attachments and then subpass dependency. Source subpass. Dest subpass. Source stage mask. Yeah, so I remember these ones being a bit confusing. VK. No. What? No, Matt. What? Why? That is just too long to go in the same file. Geometry shader, vertex shader. Source stage is vertex shader. Dest stage is fragment shader. I think something like that. I don't know. Yeah, mate, come on. Source access mask. Dest access mask. These ones, it's color attachment right, I think. think that one can be... I don't know if I need this one. I had problems with these before. They're quite, I don't know, fiddly to remember the semantics of it all. Well, anyway, that's a render pass. I think this is much quicker than I've done before. It's not compiling. That's fine. Nope. Color attachment reference. Subpasses color attachments. That's a pointer. Dest access mask is not supported by Dest stage mask. Desk stage mask is a fragment shader, and then the access is color attachment right. I think that sounds like it should be correct. Subpasses. What the hell? Color attachments is a... It just seems like it's pointing to garbage memory. P color attachments. Attachment. Ah. Oh, attachment is not a pointer to attach desk. It's just attachment 0. Oh. Right, now it's done the thing where it's hanging, because it hasn't got this far. I mean, this is pretty annoying. Something's gone wrong. There's no errors. Mate, this is the last thing I need. I don't want to be messing around doing this. Like... Okay. Show window. Enumerate stuff. I don't need those anymore. Get rid of these. Keep them in case I need to print them again. This is the last thing I want to do. I don't want to be faffing around figuring out why it's not running. It's just stupid. Like, it should be fine, you know? Like, my things should be failing creating the device. Get physical device support. Create swap chain. See, now it's working. There's something happening that's intermittently... I've created a render pass successfully. But my Dest access mask, I've got a validation, is not supported by Dest stage mask. Dest access mask, right, is color attachment right. I mean, that doesn't make sense if I do it this way around. Yeah. Source stage mask. So, I don't know if I need them. Color attachment read or write. My dependency. I don't know. I don't know if there are any. Like, I don't know if it even matters. Right, well, it's not complaining now. Right, so we have a render pass, right? So render pipeline is by far the longest thing, and that's now basically what I need to create. So let's get on with it. The sooner I can get on with my life after I've completed this, the better. Create render pipe. No, it's not. It's pipelines, isn't it? Or no. Is it create graphics pipelines? Create graphics pipelines. That's it. VK dev pipeline cache is null handle. Create info count is 1. Create infos pip info null and p pipelines, which I'm going to call that VK pip. VK pip. Okay, I keep typing the wrong things. And no, this is too slow. Pathetic. I don't know why I can't complain. I am using Visual Studio, so you know, you get what you get what you ask for. Right, so we've got pip info. Graphics pipeline, create info. Next, flags can be 0. Stage count. It's got 2 stages. And P stages. Stage create info. Okay, well, here we go. This is now... I need shaders, I need all of this kind of stuff. I need one of these for everything, basically. Pipeline shader stage create info. And there's going to be 2 of them. Formatting. So I need modules. Lovely. Look at that. Look at that formatting. Perfect. P stages. Nah, come on. So annoying. Stage info 0. Okay. So I need this. I need to go and create a shade. Nah, that's just, it's too slow, you know? That is pathetic. It's in the same file. Look, navigating to definition. That's taking multiple seconds. Like, I don't know. I just think it's just not acceptable for it to be that slow. Okay, but I need a shader module. So VS module, I need a VS module. And that is going to require me calling VK create shader module. VS info. VS mod. VS mod. VS info. VK shader module create info. And let's see. We've got code size and S-type code, and then we obviously need shaders themselves. So I'm just going to open VS Code to do this because it's just easier to create a new file. v.vert f.frag vertex shader is int main, and do we do 450? I'm not sure anymore. GL position equals something. So I'm just hard coding the vertices. And there's going to be 3 of them. It goes from minus 0.5 at 0 with normalized device coordinates at minus 1 to 1. So we go from minus 0.5, 0, well, no, x, that's, y, yeah, y is at 0, or is that a minus? No, we go at minus 0.5 as well. And then we go to 0 in the x axis and 0.5 in the y axis. And then we go to 0.5 in the x axis, but minus 0.5 in the y axis. And that is 3 vertices. And then we make a vec4 vertex of VV GL vertex index. I think that might be the correct semantic. And I think that is actually what you need to do. And then the compiler is called glslc.exe, and it's in my Vulkan 162. I think this is the one I'm using. glslc.exe. Let's see, and then let's see what the usage is again. Options and file. O is the output file. Oh, target. Yes, target SPV Vulkan 1.1, I think. GLSLC. Target SPV equals Vulkan 1.1, I think, and then O is going to be v.spv, and the shader itself is v.vert. I think it knows the profile. Invalid value. Why? It says that's a rec. Is it that? Nope. It doesn't matter. Once I load them, it'll tell me it's wrong. Int. Oh, it's void main. Okay, that's made it. And then the validation layer will tell me the correct target that I need to use. F.frag. This is also void main. And version 450, I think. And then to export, you have to do layout location equals 0 out vec4 out col. And then that's just going to be good old magenta, right? This is the easiest things to remember. f.spearv and f.frag. And it's compiled it. Right, so I've got some shaders. I need to now open them. So file vf equal f open underscore s, because Visual Studio won't let me use the other one. File name, it's called v.spearv, and rb is important. When I first did this, I didn't do rb, I only did R, and that really severely screwed me over. Do we seek end? We ftell. Rewind. VS size. And then we can do malloc vs buff is equal to malloc vs size. And then we can fread the whole thing into the buffer. VS buff, and element size is 1. Element count is VS size, and the stream is VF, right? And then I've got all the info I need. So VK structure type is shader module create info. And then the code size is VS size. And the P code is VS buff. And then we've got code size, code, next flags, all of that 0, right. VS mod is done. I should probably just try and see if it worked. VS mod is not null. VK dev, I didn't check if that returned a result. No, FF, right. So f.spearv, FF, FS size, FF. Could have made this into a function. Maybe that would have been fragment shader buff, fragment shader size, fragment shader buff, fragment shader size, fragment shader file, FS info, fragment shader size, fragment shader buff, fragment shader module, fragment shader info, and fragment shader mod. Yeah, why is it not syntax highlighting it? Not acceptable. 2 successful shader compiles or shader modules. Right. That was smooth. That was pretty quick. That was much quicker than I've done it before. So now shader module, shader stage flag bits. So we need an S type. VK structure type pipeline shader stage create info. So P next, P flags can be null. Stage is VK shader stage bits. Vertex bit. Fragment bit. I wish that did per file navigate back. I can't bother to figure out how to do that. So then we have the module itself, which we have created. Module vs mod. And then P name is main. And basically that's all of the same, except it's fragment shader stage and FS mod. Right, so we've got stage info. Cool. Now back to the slog that is pipeline. And this is where I actually messed up last time, so I need to just make sure that my pipeline is correctly set up. So vertex input state, vertex input info. Oh, mate, too long. Just for go to definition. Visual Studio is pathetic, but I'm basic, so I am using it. Vertex input create info S type. Let's have a nice long type pipeline vertex input state. Create info. Just rolls off the tongue. Type next flags vertex binding description count is 0, attribute is 0. So they're all zeros. I'm pretty certain this one is all zeros. P vertex input state equals VI info. Let's go back to this one. So we've done 2. Input assembly, IA info, S type. I'm just going to modify this. Vertex state input assembly state. We've got input. VK structure type input assembly state. Pipeline, damn, I missed that. Pipeline input assembly state create info. Rolls off the tongue, as all of them. Mate, this is too this is just slowing me down. Like primitive topology, primitive restart. So yeah, just primitive topology. Topology is VK primitive top or low G triangle list, I assume. It is correct. Okay, cool. Input assembly state, IA info. Cool. Input assembly state, tessellation state. We're not doing any tessellation, but we need to make sure that I'm not missing anything. S type. Pipeline tessellation state create info. Oh, man, this is annoying me so much. Like there, it's just much quicker to do that, you know? It's in the same file. There's no, what, like, patch control points is 0. And this isn't a thing. Tessellation state create info. Why is that not recognized? Tessellation state is untest info, and this is not working because I spelled tessellation wrong. There we go. Right, well, tessellation state done. Input simply viewport state create info. Cool. Yeah, we do need a viewport, so BP info S type first. Viewport state create info. No, damn. So structure type next and flags we ignore. Viewport count, we're going to have 1 viewport. There's 1. P viewports. Scissor count. Do we need one? We need a scissor and we need a viewport. So viewport count is 1. Oh no, scissor count is 1. We don't need that. X and Y is 0. Width is, what was it? 1901. 1041. These ones. Height and width. X and Y, min and max depth. I think they'll be fine. P viewports is a pointer to that. P scissors. VK rect 2D for the scissor me timbers. Offset is 0. Extent is the same as this. Good old designated in it. Come on. Right. I've got scissors and I've got scissor counts. So now I've got a viewport state. Hey. VP info. Let's see where we are. Viewport. Right, we're nearly there. Well, not. We're about halfway through pipeline. Rust info. State create info. Pipeline rasterization state. Okay. Depth clamp enable is false. Rasterizer discard is false. Polygon mode is 0. Cull mode, I think, is 0. Front face, I think, is 0. Depth bias is false. That means that's false. That's it. Line width must be 1. I remember that. That's the only ones you need to fill out there. Rasterization state is rast info. Okay, and then making light work of this now. Multi-sample, we do need to ms info at least say we're only using one sample, I think. Multi-sample create info. Let's go. Rasterization samples is 1. Sample shading is false. Min sample shading. P sample mask. I think we do need that. Alpha to coverage and alpha to 1. So it's this one we need. VK sample mask. Sample mask equals, so uint 32, and I just think it's all Fs, maybe. Oh, I think something potentially like that should be okay. MS info. No. Curse. Why is it? Go away. Stop it. Something's oh, my control key was stuck down. Annoying. Ah, God. Here we go. Depth stencil state. We're not doing any. DS info. VK structure type, pipeline, depth stencil state create info. Depth test enabled, false. Depth right enabled, false. Compare op 0, 0, 0, 0. I think we can, but I'm just going to put a note. Because last time I skipped over some stuff and I assumed I didn't need them, but it came back to bite me. I'm pretty sure they can all just be initialized to 0. It's the color state that, or color blend state, that actually trips you up because you need a right mask even though you're not blending. Dynamic state is null because we specify it all ahead of time. So this is the one which does need info. CB info. Color blend state create info. Okay. Logic up enable. Flags. Logic up. Attachments is 1. Color blend attachment. Attachment count is 1. P attachments. It's blend attach. Right, this is basically the one that screwed me the most last time. I didn't set color right mask. Oh, mate, stop taking so long. It was literally above it, you know. Like, I could have seen it, but I mean, come on. Blend enable, false. Blend factors, all of those are false except for color right mask. And then we have all of these, right? RGBA, right? Let's go blend attach. CB info, and then dynamic state, for which we have no dynamic state. Structure type pipeline, dynamic state. Go to definition. Dynamic state count and dynamic states. Well, it's all 0. There are no dynamic states. So right, now we have layout, pipeline layout, render pass, sub pass. So we have render pass. VKRP. We have sub pass, which is actually 0. So pipeline layout then, is that a thing? Oh, we have to create one. Layout info, null, and VK layout. Layout info. We don't have any descriptors or any of those things, so hopefully pipeline layout create info. Set layout count, push constant range, push constant ranges. I think that all 0, null, 0, null. Okay. Like, I wish you could just pass, you know, it'd be nice if you could pass null for these. VK layout. Because then you would just have a lot less to do. Like, okay. Pipeline layout. And then pipeline. That's pipeline done. 1.5 hours. This is much quicker. Success. I assume they were fine. No validation. Oh. We've created a pipeline. That was fast. Right. So we've got a pipeline. Got a render pass. So I need command buffers. I need to then acquire images, swap chain images, and all of that jazz. frame buffer. When do we make that? So that's when we do begin rendering, I think. Oh no, I might have to... I feel like... Right, so we need command pool. Pool info. Command pool. Right, CMD pool. Okay. Command pool create info. Pool info. Q family index is 0. S type. Command pool create info. Pool info, right. So we create command pool and then allocate command buffers. VK allocate command buffers. Right, VKCMD. Command buffer. Command buffer allocate info. CMD info. I'm worried now about frame buffer. I've forgotten how to do that. Command buffer allocate. Next, command pool. So we have command pool, VKCMD pool. Level, command buffer level. Primary, I think. Command buffer count is 1. Just do this, just do this. So once I've got command pool, command buffer, null pointer, damn. So right, so I've got a command buffer, I've got a pipeline, I've got a render pass. I don't know when I need a frame buffer. So begin command buffer. Maybe it's the VK begin command buffer. CMD command buffer begin info. Come on. VK structure type. Command buffer. Does it begin recording? Or is this it? Inherent. So I have to just call it with this. Right. Begin and end. Do these have a result? No. Let's see. I feel like I should have created a frame buffer for the pipeline. No, I've created a graphics pipeline successfully. Maybe frame buffers to do with, we got acquire next image, we get the swap chain images, we create image views for the images. So I need to do that so far. And then when does it bind it? Right, so we begin and end the command buffer, no problem. VK bind pipeline. I'm trying to do this without the docs at all now, to do it in like beast mode, but damn. I'm sort of struggling to remember now. Bind graphics? No. Graphics pipeline. Create graphics pipelines. No, leave it out. Graphics pipelines. Bind pipeline? CMD bind pipeline. Well, let's see if we can do this. Pipeline bind point. VK pip. Well, we've bound a pipeline. Begin render pass. Render pass begin info. Maybe that uses frame buffers. Subpass contexts. RP begin info. Is that contents? Contexts. Subpass contents. That's fine. It's just an enum. Right. Okay. So RP begin info has to be attachments, subpasses, and dependency. No, that's the wrong thing. Begin render pass. Render pass begin info. Oh, come on. Frame buffer, yes. That's what I needed. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we need to create one of these, which S type is VK structure type. Render pass begin info. Right, maybe I can get this done in good time. I want to go and watch the football and have beers. And I don't want to keep doing this for my entire life. So we have render pass. No, render pass. Okay, we've got a render pass. Render frame buffer is to do. We need to VK create frame buffer. Okay. FB info VKFB. Okay. Render area. Extent. I just need an. I've got one. Same old area. So how many times do I have to put it in? You know, render area and viewport. Right, clear value count. It's going to equal 1. P clear values. Is this right? And I'm deciding, I did this last time. I was going for green clear color. I actually didn't get it to work. So the clear color didn't work for me last time, but it doesn't matter because the objective is to render a triangle. It doesn't specify if you need to clear, but I have got one just for the sake of passing something in. Right, okay. So frame buffer create info now. Frame buffer create info, FB info, and right, here we go. Let's grab that in here. VK structure type, frame buffer create info. Damn. Typing. So next flags render pass. Attachment count is 1. Attachments width we've got it height 1904 with height is 1014 and then layers is 1. Right, So we just need image view for attachments. Image view. So we can do VK create image view, I assume. Oh, come on. Oh. Device, image view create info. VK image view and image info. Image view create info. Image info. Image view create info. Type next flags. So we have an image view type. So I need the image from the swap chain, basically. Swap chain images, KHR. VK swap chain. Swap chain image count is 2. And there's 2 of them. Right, so we can get the swap chain images, then we create the... Well, actually... acquire next image KHR. What does that do? Image index. VK swap. Semaphore. Create. I need semaphores as well. Well, yeah, because sem acquire. And then we've got sem render. I tried to avoid doing this last time, but I'm just going to do it this time. Semaphore create info. So semaphore create info, that's it. That's all we have to do. We have to just make that struct just to do this. Right, so we've got a sem acquire, sem render, right? Acquire next image. The semaphore equals sem acquire. Fence can be null. Image index comes out. Right. Image index. So then if the image view create info, next flag's image is swap images, I'm going to call that. Just swap images at image index. View type. View type. Oh, come on. View type is image 2D. Format is R8 sRGB. Components. No. Component mapping. VK component swizzle. So it's just this GBA. Annoying formatting. RGBA. And then we've got sub-resource range. Aspect mask. I always forget what this one is. Image aspect is color. Base MIP level is 0. Level count is 1. Layer count is 1. And all the others are 0. Image crate info. Come on. Let's go. No. What's it saying? Get swap chain images is asserting. This is 2 as a pointer. Come on. Yes. I didn't check the values of them. These got VK res, VK res. Oh, I didn't check them all individually. I think they've all succeeded. So I've acquired an image and I've created an image view. Oh. And I failed to create, my P attachments was wrong. So attachment count, P attachments, is that image views? Yep. So now, image view. I've created a frame buffer. I've begun a render pass, ended a render pass. I've acquired next image, right? So begin render pass and then VK draw. What is the draw? What is draw? Oh, shit. How do I even draw some vertices? What the hell? Right, so we've got submit. So we need to submit on the command buffer. VKQ submit. Oh my god, I'm gonna like I can't just check the documentation just for what the draw. I swear it was VK draw. VK draw indexed. Oh my god. CMD draw. Cool. Damn, right, okay. I thought I was going to get defeated with that. Vertex count, so we have 3 vertices. We have 1 instance. And we have 0, 0, right? We've made a draw call. We end command buffer. VKQ submit. Submit info. So when we create a queue, oh yeah, we need to do VK device get queue. What is this one? Is it enumerate queue? Oh, this is annoying. Fucking annoying. Like, what do I do? Like, I query queue. I don't want to just have to read the docs for this stupid API. There's too many things to remember. How do I get a queue? Device. VK, it's on a device. It's VK device get. No, there's no VK device get. Enumerate. No, it's not VK device. VK queue. This is annoying. I need a function that can get me a queue. I swear it's get queue or something. Get query? Nope. Get queue? No. Enumerate. Oh, mate. If I have to check the docs to get this now, I'm going to be fuming. So I've created a queue. This is taking too long. Right, queue family. Queue family index. They've got to find something. Queue family properties. Queue flags, queue count. Queue, image create info. I mean, at this point, it's taking me too long. Get physical device queue family properties. Oh, this is annoying me. Here we go. What's this? Get device queue. VK get. That is so annoying. VK get device queue, not device get queue. Absolutely enraging. Well, at least I didn't have to go to the docs to do it. But too much stuff. Too much stuff. VK queue. VKQ. Right, we just want 0, 0. Good old Q00. VK CMD. Is it submit? VKQ submit. VKQ, which I now have. Submit count is 1. Submit infos. Submit info. And then fence is going to be VK null handle. So we submit the queue to make the draw calls. We need a submit info. VK submit info. Submit info. Right. And then I'm going to go here. It's easier to remember to not miss something. S-type is VK structure type submit info. Come on. Next, wait semaphore count. I think that can be 0. Death stage wait mask. I think that's color attachment right. Color attachment right. There's too many things in the list. Color attachment output bit. Let's go back. Come on. Signal semaphores is going to be 1, right? Oh, just signal semaphore count is 1. Signal semaphores is going to be sem render. That's a pointer to that. Dest stage dest stage mask. Like it waits on this. Command buffer count is going to be 1. Command buffers is signal semaphore and signal semaphore count. Done. Wait semaphores, I'm saying it doesn't matter. Death stage mask, done. Submit info is done. So that means this is going to draw. I think it's going to probably say I need a transition barrier. Success. Right. Validation error. It is invalid to call inside an active render pass. What is inside a render pass? CMD begin render pass, draw, end render pass. End render pass, end command buffer. No complaints. No complaints, but no, I haven't swapped yet. So now I just need to do submit, present. Something to do with present. Present. No. Something to do with present. Device group present info. Device group present info. No. More present. VKQ present KHR. Submit. Right, so present info. VKQ present info KHR. Present info. Come on. Present info KHR. Let's go to this. Oh, come on. Too long. S type. P next. Wait semaphore count. Well, we want to wait for one P wait semaphores is sem render. So we want to wait on the render semaphore. Swap chain image count is 1. P swap chains. VK swap. P image indices. Image index. And P results. Well, I'd get a swap result. VK result. Swap res. Come on. Please work. Present info. Go with VK res. I saw it. Get in. Right. I did it. Right, stop the clock. Stop. How do I stop? Okay. It was 2 minutes, 2 hours 10 anyway. That is a Vulkan triangle. Get in. Didn't have to worry about image transitioning. It's upside down. It doesn't matter. There's nothing that specifies that. Clear color did work. And that is me. Reset. That's done. Vulkan triangle, 2 hours 10. I think I could probably do it a bit quicker. I saw it and I'm happy. This is my 4th attempt. The first time I took 3 hours. I didn't get past creating a pipeline, I think. No, might have even not got even that far. First time I really struggled to create a Win32 window. That took me about 45 minutes. Second time I did a bit better on the window. I got up to creating pipeline. That was failing. I realized I need to enable validation. Validation wasn't as difficult to enable as I thought. You just have to enable the layer. You don't have to register the debug messenger, which I thought that was part of what you had to do. And my third attempt, I actually got all of it written but I didn't have color right mask. This time I did. 2 hours 10. Get in. If you can do this, send me a video. At me. Beat me. You'll probably be better at typing than me because I'm terrible at typing and also terrible at spelling. But I have created, and I didn't use any docs, only reference from the header. So this is actually a level above my original thing, which was hard mode, where you're only allowed to use the official docs, no tutorials. This is, I don't know what we'll call it, elite mode, because God mode would be do it all without validation, right? Without validation is God mode, but that is Vulkan Triangle, and I have done it. I'm going to stop streaming. Have a good one, and I'm going to watch the Spurs.